And we are live. Random Saturday night sofa chats. Because a few different reasons, right? Squishy, if you hear any weird noises in the background, it's because Squishy is being squishy. So I got a tripod so that I can do some videos, because the videos that I do on my laptop are really rubbish. So I wanted to do say hello as you join, so I know that you're here. Yeah, the videos that I was doing on my laptop were just really sketchy, so I wanted to do them on my phone, and so I went and got a tripod. So reason number one that I'm doing a video tonight is because I got a tripod and I wanted to use it. Reason number two is I'm over 21 hours into a fast, and I'm trying to distract myself because it's Saturday night, and normally I'd be here drinking wine and eating cheese. But you know, I'm fasting, I'm trying to go for the whole night. And yeah, so hey Sue, and I'm trying to go for the whole night fasting. So I am on here to distract myself. So help me distract myself from the fact that I want to drink wine and eat cheese. Instead, I'm drinking lots and lots of water. I think Squishy's drinking water in the background as well, so she sounds a bit weird. So I've had a really hectic day today. How did I start the day? I've had 2 coaching clients in New Zealand. Hey Sam. 2 coaching clients in New Zealand. I had 3 distant healings. I taught Reiki 2, and I did an in-person treatment at home as well. So it's been a pretty hectic day, which is good because it distracted me from my fast. From my fast. Thanks, Sam. You know what? I've got some really good mood lighting in the background. I've got my salt lamp going on, and I've got my selenite lamp, which was a recent gift by the amazing Robin. So it's all about good lighting. I think fasting helps too, though. I think my skin is a bit clearer. So yeah, I've had a hectic day. I'm doing a 50% off special on distant healings until the end of tomorrow. So if anyone wants to get in on that, feel free to. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of jump on, say hello. Hey, Carl, a very wet Garden of England. Oh, it's actually it's been chucking it down here too a lot lately, and it's really cold. Hey, Colin, long time no see. Yes, I'm really over the cold weather. I don't feel like I can complain about it to you too much though, Carl, because I know what the UK is like. Our kind of winter over here isn't that bad. Hey, Dean, how you going? So I wanted to jump on and share my favourite quote of the week, which is just a funny one. Where am I now? I'm in my house. In Australia. Yeah, I'm not in the UK, Sam. So my favourite quote this week is: switch up your swear words, keep them potent. Call someone a piece of fuck and tell them to go shit themselves. Keep magic alive. So it's not the usual kind of quote that I share. Actually, it is the usual kind of quote that I share. It's not the most inspirational quote that I share normally, but I think it's hilarious. Hey, Squishy, come here. Come and say hello. Bring your ball, that's it. Squishy's been quite needy today because I've been working so much, and I've been at home and not ignoring her, but here we go. Come and say hello to everyone, look. Say hello. She wants her ball. Look. Okay, here. This is the Saturday night madness that goes on in my house. Ready? Go. And we do that about another 100 times over the course of the evening while I try and relax and watch movies and eat dinner and do other things. So I wanted to talk today about values. I've been using these values cards. Oh, it's all backwards on the screen, but these are values cards. I use these a lot with my clients. So if you've never done these before, you can print values cards off the internet. These are really nice ones that I bought. They're all nice and shiny and colourful, and they include loads of different things like happiness and inner peace and trust. And so it's great if you're kind of new to personal development. It's really, really good to start off by doing something like this, but with your values. So when I take people through these for the first time, it can be a real eye opener. Like you could sit there and say, oh, what do I value? What's important to me? And a random list of words might come into your head, like reliability, loyalty, trust, friendship, family, all that kind of stuff. But when you actually do your values cards, you're kind of forced into doing it in a bit of a different way. So you take these cards and you put them into a yes, no, or maybe pile. And then I take so when I do this with my clients, we put them in really important to me, and not important at all to me. And then we take the really important to me list, or a bunch of cards, which is usually really long. They don't normally separate out very many. And then we whittle I say to them, what are your top 5 values out of that? And they end up with 5, and then I ask them what is their top number 1 value. A lot of people come back with family as their number 1 value. And then when you think about the times in your life where you've really struggled in life, and you think about your values, and values are changeable over time. You know, what you value when you were 5 will be different to what you value when you're 15, and different again to what you value when you've got a family, when you're 80, and so on. But when you think about the times that you're really struggling in your life and you reflect on what your values are, then it will show you where there's a values conflict. And so fun and integrity are 2 of my really biggest values. And I know that those times when I've really struggled in life, there's been a real lack of fun. There's just been nothing fun going on. So if I go through stressful periods, then fun is something that I kind of wake up one day and I'm like, oh, life's been a bit too adult and serious for a while. So I'll go and book in and go to a comedy night, or watch a funny movie, or catch up with a friend that makes me laugh relentlessly. And so that's how I fulfill that value. Times when I've really struggled in workplaces, for example, it's usually been because there's a lack of integrity in what I'm seeing around me. So once you know your values and what's really important to you at different stages of your life, then it can be really easy to make decisions based on that as well, because you think, I've got this really important decision to make in my life. How does that align? When I reflect on my values, is it a values match for me? And also, if you're in a relationship, do the values that your partner have match up with your own values? It doesn't matter if they're different values necessarily, but if they really value freedom and adventure and traveling a lot, and you value security and stability and staying at home with family, then you can see how that might lead to a potential conflict. You can align your values with someone else, but it's, if there's a massive difference in your values, then that's a bit of a values conflict and a values gap. So once you know what your own values are, it can be a lot easier. Hey, Gary. Hey, Lindo. It can be a lot easier to... Okay, Squishy needs the ball again. Hang on. Oh, this is all wet. Yuck. Oh, she's been chewing on this all day. It's really, really gross right now. But she still loves it. Look at that. Look at that. Bulldog. Oh, that was my boob. All right, go. Oh, ow. I have so many injuries from her, it's ridiculous. Just like my legs are covered in bruises. We have fun times though. So once you know what your values are through doing something like this, then what I normally whip out is a Wheel of Life document, which I've spoken about fairly recently, I think. So I kind of get the values, the Wheel of Life document, we fill that in a session, and then that's really easy to then see where you're out of balance in your life, which areas need attention in your life, and then we can set goals from there. So these are 2 really important personal development tools that can be really cool to get your head around, so that you can kind of take stock of where you're at. Like I like to do my Wheel of Life exercise at least once a year. I normally do it after New Year, just to get a good idea of where I'm at and where I want to go, what kind of goals I want to set for myself, so that I'm not just kind of loosely wandering through life every day. Because how quick is this year going? Isn't it ridiculous? Like someone mentioned 60 days to me the other day being in October, and it's going to be Christmas in a minute. So, think back to how you started the year. I mean, this last couple of years has been a real weird one for the whole world because of COVID. But yeah, think back to how you started the year and what you wanted to achieve this year. We're, nearly halfway through August. What's the plan for the rest of it? Do you know what your values are? Do you know what your goals are for the year? Where do you want to be by the time the end of the year hits, which is very fast approaching? Hey, Bree. And yeah, take stock of where you're at. So if you are keen to do your values exercise and you've never done it before and you want to do Wheel of Life after that and set some goals, drop me a message. We can take you through that. Most of my sessions are on video call, because I coach globally, but for people in Perth, you're welcome to come round and meet the Squishy in person. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. It's because I love her and she loves this. Oh, it's gross though. You need a new one. Oh, she just really fell off the sofa. She tried to jump up on my Reiki table the other day, or recently when I was teaching a workshop. And it's way too high for her. I mean, she's pretty impressive with how high she jumps, but she completely fucked it up. And then she fell flat on her back. And I love Squishy too, Riley. She fell flat on her back. And then she actually legit looked really, really embarrassed. And I've never seen her look embarrassed before. Bless her cottons. Anyway, thank you for joining me tonight. Give me a shout if there's anything I can help you with. Have an amazing Saturday night, whatever you're up to, wherever you're up to it. I'm gonna try and keep fasting. What am I, about 21 and a half hours in. I really want some wine and cheese. But there's not that many hours left until bedtime now, realistically. So maybe I'll just have a bath and do some yoga or something. This is my wild Saturday night in. Good luck with your fasting. Thanks, hun. I haven't done a 24-hour fast in a while, so this is the longest fast I've done in a while. If I can make it through the night, I'll be pretty happy. And then smash out a good squat session in the morning. We'll see how that goes. Tomorrow's a new day, and I can always eat cheese and drink wine tomorrow, can't I, at the end of the day? Hey, Sean. So I hope everyone is having an amazing Saturday all around the world. Yet those of you watching, thanks for joining me. And I look forward to more sofa chats. Drop messages in the comments if there's anything, any topics that you want me to cover as well, or any questions that you have. I'll do a video on that. I really want to get back in the habit of doing some videos because I really like it, just sitting here and having a chat with you all. And it's fun getting Squishy to join as well. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Big love to you all. Sending you lots of hugs, especially everyone in lockdown, those who can't get hugs. Big love from me and Squishy. We will chat to you soon. See you guys.